Welcome to K&D's Homestead. Today I am potting up some house plants. These were plants that were gifted to me. There's a few, let's see, there's 3 in there and 2 in there, 5 total. I'm not 100% sure what they are. I've done some research online. None of these have I ever had grown or planted. But the best that I can tell, this I'm sure of. This is an angel wing begonia. Look at all those pretty dots on there. And the back side of the leaves are a burgundy color. Isn't that pretty? This is a good size one, well rooted. So that's an angel wing begonia. This one, I believe, is a Hoya of some type. I'm not 100% sure of the type. Boy, those leaves are thick as cardboard. This one is well rooted also. Those two I'm real sure of. This one, well rooted, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna pot it up, see what it does. I have put out a question on one of the plant groups that I follow on occasion and asked if anybody knows what that is. If any of you out there know, please let me know, because I'd like to be able to read up about the proper care. I'm pretty sure all of these are going to be house plants. Now here's one that I don't know what it is. It has some variegation on it. It's well rooted. Isn't that pretty? I think it's very pretty. I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, you can let me know in the comments. And then I have this tiny, tiny little baby. I think this is donkey ears. Let me get that up closer. It's a really tiny baby thing. The lady who gave these to me did tell me that this was called donkey ears. That's the nickname, and the technical name is, if I'm going to say it right, Calancho is the name of the donkey ear. But anyways, I'm going to pot these up for the house, and I'm doing them in my kitchen because it is still quite cold outside. But I have this little cardboard box here that I'm gonna do them in, and I bought some small pots to put these in. Now what I very often do, and I'm doing today, they come with a tray on the bottom, but they are so tight when they're on there, you can't tell. I don't like these things because you can't tell when these things have filled up with water, and often there's spillage. So I always pull these off, put them aside. I end up using them for other things not related to the pots, and I end up using generally like a clay dish or a glass dish under it to capture any excess water after I've watered them. That way I can see. I've used those things before, and I almost always pull those off because I just can't tell when the water runs out. Now the pots have a lot of holes, so I don't need to drill any holes. I bought a new bag of indoor potting mix, and it is Miracle Grow indoor potting mix, and it is not organic, but since I'm not going to be eating anything off of these, I'm okay with it. I just wanted an indoor potting mix. I don't want the stuff that I would normally use for the outdoor stuff. And I'm hoping there's no gnats in this bag. I really hate putting potting soil in my house because when you get one gnat in your potting soil, in just a matter of days, you can end up with hundreds. And so I'm hoping that is not the case. It feels light and fluffy. I have not opened it yet, but I'm about to. And I'm going to do this on this table right here in the cardboard. I'm going to use the smaller pot to just dip this soil out and put it into this larger one. I'm using the larger pot for the begonia, that large angel wing begonia. I prefer to use a liquid fertilizer on my indoor plants. I don't have anything right now other than fish emulsion, so I'm certainly not going to bring that in here. That stuff stinks for days when you use it. Whenever I use it in the greenhouse smells like dead fish for days. So I will wait and pick up something that is more suitable. This one is done. I'm going to set it in the sink so I can give it a little bit of water. The soil is not dry. It's not wet, but it's not dry. So I'm not going to give it too much water. The next one will be the Hoya, if it is in fact a Hoya. I can't get this one in the center because it curves and the root comes way over to this side, so it's going to have to be a little off center of the pot, but it'll be all right. I'm thinking I need to put something for support on this one. If anybody knows what this is for sure, how to care for it, you can please let me know in the comments. I would love to know because I have no experience with this plant. I buried it deep because the roots came all the way up to the bottom of some of these leaves. I think I definitely need to put something in here for support. Go put this in the sink and water it. This one is long and droopy as well, and I don't know if I need to support it or if it grows like a hanging basket. I need some advice on it. This one is ready. My sink is full, so I can't water it just yet. The last one will be this little variegated. Does anybody besides me have an issue with digging down into a bag of soil that is store-bought? I do not like to dig down. It always gives me the heebie-jeebies. Years ago, my mother knew someone who bought a bag of soil of some type. I don't know what it was. And as he was digging down with his hands, there was a snake in it. And he was bitten. He survived. It was not poisonous, but it did give him a really bad experience. And that makes me not enjoy digging down into a bag of store-bought potting soil. I would rather dump it out into a container and then take it out of there. Okay, this one is done. This is the variegated. I wish I knew what it was. I hope some of y'all watching can tell me what these two plants are. And even the other two, I am pretty sure that the Begonia is correct, and I'm pretty sure that the Hoya is correct, but these two, I'm not really sure what they are. Need to be rinsed off. And I have to get me another container to put this little tiny donkey ear in. I've got some tiny pots outside. I will wait and do that when I can go outside. Okay, I have these 4 potted up. The little tiny plant that's called donkey ears. Now, I know about that one because the lady told us the name when she gave the plants. I'm going to have to wait and pot that one up when I can go outside and get the small little pot. It is a succulent, that I do know. Now, all of these are potted up. I think I'm going to put something in this pot for support. This one, I believe, is the angel wing begonia. This one, I think, is a Hoya. This one, I don't know. I'm hoping somebody can help with that. And this one right here, I'm hoping somebody can help with that. I hope that I put them up close enough in the beginning for somebody to identify. The reason for doing this video was not so that I could share any tips that I know, but this time it's the other way around. I'm hoping you can share some tips with me about how to grow these plants, what kind of treatment, what kind of light. I'm going to handle them as a house plant. I just feel like they're probably house plants. And I feel like, even though I don't know anything about them, I feel like they're going to be pretty plants. And so I'm going to treat them as a house plant. But this time I need help from you. If you know what they're called, if you know any special tips for the management and the care of these plants, I would sure like to know. Or if there's any downsides to them, I'd like to know that too. I'm especially interested to know if any of them are toxic to animals, because I do have 2 dogs that are in the house various times of the day, and they're in here at night, and I have 2 cats that are in here as well. So do I need to put them out of reach? Do I need to be concerned about that? Or the sunlight, you know, direct sunlight, indirect sunlight, no sunlight at all. If you know anything, I would sure appreciate it. I just wanted to share these plants with all of you because I was tickled to death that somebody gave me these plants. It wasn't somebody that I personally know and have interaction with, or I would ask them, you know, information about the plants, but I was tickled to get them. I look forward to what they are going to look like when they grow up, so to speak. And I'm anxious to see if any of you have any information that you can tell me. If you do, put them in the comments down below. I will read every one of them, and I will do my best to take care of them. I do have some houseplants in here that I take care of. So while I don't know what these are, I'm not inexperienced at having houseplants. I actually have a lot of houseplants. I really probably didn't need more to tend to in here, but I'm not one that can turn down plants. Are you? If somebody gives plants, I'm like a plantaholic, if that's a term. Anyways, that's it for this video. I thank you for watching. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, hit the like button, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye-bye.